even logged in to chat on Streamlabs, which is pretty crazy. But that's okay. We're fixing it now. And is it up? Heck yeah, it's up. There we go. There we go. So I am up to some editing, and I figured everyone could use some company. I know I sure could. We got our lo-fi noises, and we're gonna, yeah. So I have some new settings going. So right now, I'm hurriedly checking to make sure that all my stuff is good to go. So for any content creators out there, my recommendation is, so what I got is my wired connection connected directly to my streaming PC, and then I have a wireless connection in my other ear to my phone, so I can check my audio levels since I'm, you know, the one who's doing the thing. And then I could also observe the mod view of this, you know? So there we go. We have all that set up. There's a pretty good chance that I'm not gonna leave up this VOD because I'm gonna have like this album on loop. But I did want to, you know, give opportunity to, you know, yeah, you'd like come hang out and not only see like how I, you know, go about like editing, right? But like also maybe a little bit of tarot because if I'm being honest, I could use a practice. Okay. I'm gonna have that like that. There we go. And that should be fixed up. And so, you know, in between, I'll be, oh my goodness, swapping between the chats. Yeah, I wanted to practice my dual streaming capabilities. Because, you know, this is the first time that I am... No, this is the second time, actually. Yeah, this is the second time that I've ever been dual streaming. Hello. We're not playing any games. So, for everyone, I am dual streaming between TikTok and Twitch. So that is a little fun fact, you know. Welcome in, Kiki. So I wanted to show off some of the projects that I've been doing, right? Because I've been learning how to use CapCut, and we got some new content to churn through. I'm not gonna even look at the folder, right? Okay, so this is my content creative folder, and this is the content gold mine, right? So this is 6 gigabytes of this one streamer's old TikToks. His account got blown up on TikTok, and I have secret access to all of his old things, and I am trying my hand at, you know, trying to I wonder which streamer. Yeah, I wonder which. Yeah, and I got secret access to all the things, and we are going to see and test how much editing is required. Because okay, if y'all didn't know, the TikTok algorithm has a unique feature which flags content, right, from, like, if you try to repost from a old banned account, right? And so I am taking the content from an old banned account and seeing how much editing is required, you know, before like TikTok's like, okay, this is transformative content, right? Because, you know, there's an implication of like a, you know, overall theme that would have gotten them banned, right? But that doesn't mean all the content itself is inherently like flaggable, right? So this is really just a test of like how good is that algo, short for algorithm, right? So we'll see. And in the meantime, you know, I have to follow both censorship guidelines of Twitch and TikTok. So, you know, TikTok say hi to Twitch and Twitch say hi to TikTok. We're merging. We're playing the avatar here, you know, the master between two worlds, if you will. So yeah, we're going to also like showcase like, I don't know, like, you know, some of my edits, I guess, too. Okay, so this isn't one of my edits. This is just some of the content, right? From the streamer that I mentioned before, right? Who got their stuff like jacked, right? So this is all from CapCut. This is the free version of CapCut, because I don't have the pro version, and also because desktop. Yeah. Pen testing. It is that, yeah. Yeah, I am trying to be his new manager. And so like, well, I'm trying, right? I put in my resume, and I kid you not, okay, I'll flash it. Everyone get your screenshot fingers ready, because this is some secret content. I have been working on an entire plan for him to get from where he's at to like I kid you not, like rock stardom, right? And it's all documented within Google. So if any of y'all like work for Google, don't go through my 20 Google accounts. I have spoof accounts just so you can't find it. Yeah, but yeah, so it's called my VTuber strategy, right? So this is the table of contents. I'm okay with showing the table of contents, right? But we're on like version 13 now, right? This bad boy has all of the things. It is so good. It's my hear me out. It's my hear me out is what it is. But it's written out. And it has like explanations for everything, you know? So like I don't know. I think it's a pretty cool vibe. Okay. So in the meantime, I guess we could yeah, no, I could show off my quick editing skills, right? So this is 4 minutes. So that's inherently already an issue, because the upload, or right now my current max upload is like 3 minutes. Okay, so this is my vision, right? This is my vision for the future. I think that Lynx could genuinely be a person who can usher in like Ready Player One into a reality, right? I think he can do so by normalizing VTubing by, you know, his storytelling. Storytelling is the medium that bridges like, you know, like person to person, heart to heart, soul to soul. It's always been storytelling, you know? Like storytelling has like you know, it's foundational, like in archetypes, you know? And I think that so it's like when Lynx goes from where he's at right now to where Code Miko is, like technology wise, that's when that's when you can like usher in like again some Ready Player One type shit. Also that in combination with VR chat, because he could be making short films, you know. To be fair, yeah, he personally doesn't have the editing skills, but that's fine. He's an actor. Right? Like, God forbid the actor doesn't know how to edit. Like, you know, like and so like I think he has this disconnect where he's personally blaming himself when all he needed to do was flag himself to get himself worked into the system of being able to produce media on his own terms, you know, because like isn't that like the whole big old thing of like corpo VTubers versus like non-corporate VTubers, right? Like the independence of an artist and like the freedom to do and like, you know, work on what you want. Yeah, so I think he has enough reach inherently, right, to like really pull together resources on that, like, you know, like short film level and do something that's like really loud, you know, like, you know, internet breaking, if you will. Let's get, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Um, in the content creator sphere, you do need to be an editor, right? Or like editing is one of the skill sets that is required, right? But I will say that with him also fitting the niche of an actor, he can circumvent that need to propel him forward, right? Because like the grind is you build up your skills, but in a world where people specialize, that's when collaboration makes sense. So say for example, you have your artists and you know like your PNG too, like again, Lynx can't exist because he's an actor without, you know, his puppet, right? And so he needs his artist to like, you know, provide him his puppet, you know, his makeup and wardrobe, if you will, right? He is an actor. In this instance, he is playing the role of a voice actor and a mocap actor, right? Like that, he is an actor. So like again, if you pull together like specialized you know, talents, then you can slingshot yourself forward in like the capacity for what you're capable, yeah, of your capacity for project. You can increase your scope. You can increase what kind of story you can even tell. Like right now, with the technology in hand of freeware and everything he currently has on his computer to stream alone, he could make a whole ass short film, right? That like that can like blow, that he could rise his like YouTube channel, which hasn't gotten a lot of traction because, you know, he hasn't been able to put his focus and his edits there, right? And so like again, bro's an actor, he gets an editor, boom, all of his content now explodes, you know. I was using talent. I was using the title talent because I've been watching too much Dropout BTS, and obviously every one of the skills is a separate skill set. But yeah, exactly. Well, talent, I use in reference to my, like, you know, previous theater experience, right? I used to be a sound designer. I like helped to do broadcasts for musicals, and like well, it wasn't just musicals. So I ran the theater house itself, right? Well, like the technology of the theater house, right? I wasn't good at lights personally, and I was not the technical director, right? Again, I did mostly sound design, but you know, I did eventually oversee and was overall responsible IT wise for like making sure everything was connected, right? But like yeah, like, and that's another, you know, example of like a talent, right? Or like a place where there's actors and, you know, reference to talent. But like I think that there's a lot of overlap between a lot of like these industries, and they're like siloed from each other. And I'm remembering that some of the most brilliant ideas from people of the past, right, is just bridging different industries. And I think that you know broadcast. Okay, so I think Lynx could pull a Linus Tech Tips in a shorter amount of time because of like the overall or because of the overhead, right? I think Lynx's overhead is so much smaller that he can slingshot himself up into like that level within like half of a year if he personally knew how, right? I don't know if he does. It's been 3 years now. Oh, ad break. Sorry, my loves. Definitely do subscribe. But my TikTok is ad free, at the moment. So if you're on Twitch and you're not, subbed, you could come over to my TikTok where I am offering, the same exact content, but ad free. I understand it's not if it's not your preference, but it is uh, the same but vertical, kinda, essentially. It's my face bigger, essentially. That's where the pivot is. I couldn't figure out how to balance it all that well. But yeah, like, so this, well, yeah, we'll start with this and work from there. So first I'm gonna chop it up, right? And so chopping it up, the easiest way is looking at the waveforms. So the waveforms is like the audio file down here at the bottom. On CapCut, you can make it look a lot bigger by zooming in. Oh, that mutes it. Okay, so don't do that. Control Z. Control Z works on this. Okay, it's over here. So like yeah, do that and boom. Look, see, it's all nice and a little bit bigger. There's a capacity to how big the tracks are, because you can add a lot of tracks in CapCut, as you like layer things on top of each other. But like don't worry about it. And so like yeah, so every spot there's a pause is typically where I want to cut or see if there's like a segment in ideas. I definitely want to get that. So we'll do that cut. Kill that. Go back to the front. We'll do our first watch through.
A man went.
Here, we'll do a full screen.
A man went to my partner and told him I am
Hi, Garcia. How are you?
Hotel entertainer. So I'm in an age gap relationship. For anyone who doesn't know,
So this is a daddy.
Currently in a relationship with a 53-year-old
So,
businessman.
I also
he's
have
an amazing man,
this
owns a couple
brilliant
of businesses in New
idea.
York City.
Okay, so it's a 4-minute long thing. Me, I don't know. Yeah, so my brilliant. Okay, so I could speed this up, right? Speeding up would be nice. I think this is all stealth archer footage, which is kind of hilarious. I'll see if I have any memes to add and or to superimpose over it. I want to build a database, right? Where I can put all my reaction, or yeah, where I can put all my stuff. Ooh, okay, wait, hold up. Let's do escape. So, in my thumb drive, I have all my reaction shots. Okay, wait, hold up. In my thumb drive, I have all my reaction shots and all my sound bites, right? And so from my sound bites, I have them organized. But what I want to do is I want to build a database, a really easy database too, like where I could put something as simple as metadata, right? But then it'll be so much easier to search things when I'm editing. Like, that'd be so crazy, you know? You tried a full magic build, boom, stealth archer. Pulls out your bow, instantly stealth archer.
A man went to my partner and told
Okay.
him that I
So this volume is not it. Let's... Is it like too low? Yeah.
am a
Okay, there we go. So
hotel entertainer.
when I first started doing like links edits, that was the first thing that I noticed, is that his output volume is low as heck. It's low as heck, and I thought it was me. I thought I was going deaf, which I am actually, but I thought I was going more deaf than I was before, and that was kind of scary.
So I'm in an age gap relationship. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm currently in a relationship with a 53-year-old businessman. He is an amazing man, owns a couple of businesses in New York City. We call him Daddy E on this channel. Now I am poly, and I am a spice worker, so very much available still in all the ways. But he's just a great man. Now here's the problem.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut out some of the E description. Because I think it's redundant, or
A man went to my partner and told him that I am a hotel entertainer.
okay, yeah, this is gonna be a first cut. We're gonna do a zoom in on this. All right, so in CapCut, it operates in keyframes. So I like to do just like an initial transform and get that zoom in. I just want to break it in half if I miss anything. No, I just... Editing looks like me rewatching
A man
a thing
went to my
for like 2
partner
hours
and
as I
told him that
slowly
I am
concentrate it
a
for attention.
hotel entertainer.
For attention and retention.
So I'm in an age gap relationship.
So far we did this cut, and that's it. And I'm going to do another cut here where I'm gonna remove his pause because his dramatic pause is too long, and again, this entire thing is 4 minutes. Well, yeah, like so there's a couple of reasons why it's really important to like re-edit his old catalog, right? One, it's transformative. Two, for retention editing, right? Retention editing typically looks like you're like, well, I don't know, like I have an example. Do I? I do. Don't worry, baby, I got you. Over here in my downloaded content. Okay, I'm not gonna...
Does a TikTok ban mean we lost?
Nope.
Work.
Here? No. Oh? Okay. Well, here we go. So here is an example of a transformative edit, right? So this is a compilation of 3 clips, right? And between the 3 clips, right? I put this together.
Sorry.
No, not this one.
No,
This one.
Don't let the content brain take over. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it.
Please, in speed running, you can still donate to charity now and have cancer app.
The gay, I'm sorry. It's terminal. Okay, I won't.
Friend.
What? Mods, ban cancer. Mods, delete cancer's balls. Mods, take cancer's nips and twist them at a gregarious angle. Do a 360 no-scope turn on them nips. metal panel, there's a hole for something to be inserted. Oh, you took an edible? Oh, eat another one. You know that you want to. To monkey. Yes. I'm not even.
Cause when the roof caved in and the truth came out, I just didn't know what to do. But when I become a star, we'll be living so large, I'll do anything for you. So tell me, girl,
What you say? That you only meant well, 'cause you did. What you say?
what you say, what you say.
That it's all for the best, 'cause it
Oh, that. Eat a hole for something. Take cancer snips. Mods.
Friend.
I won't. Gay. It's band. Oh.
Right now, my stuff looks like for Linksy looks like using Joe Diesel, and I want to get a hold of his assets so I can do some like a more closer to this, which is like more my editing style, you know. Yeah, no, my mic was a little his assets. his assets, like his emotes and things, you know? Like
Gay. I'm sorry. It's terminal. Okay.
like the PNGs and the gifs and stuff. Yeah, his assets. The I have some of the stuff that Joe Diesel made, right? And got permission to use it for edits, right? But I only have so many and I need more. Oh, I bet I bet you would. I bet you I bet you would like to get a hold of his assets, huh? Oh goodness. So like yeah, like that's why we need to go through his old stuff. And you know there's gonna at least be some Lime Gem versions of old Links content, and we're gonna start here and we're just gonna keep churning it out. I bought a couple of monsters to to keep me to keep me on task. And for anyone who doesn't know, on the treat stream stuff, you can buy me more monsters. You can keep it going. What is it? Like exclamation point treat? Yeah. That there so that's a link. And one of the options is Go Puff just another monster. Like Go Puff another monster. I made it forever ago, but I am so glad because one day when I subathon, I hope chat will bless me with more energy like that. You know?
hotel entertainer. So I'm in an age gap relationship. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm currently in a relationship with a 53-year-old.
Well, you could do if you go on TikTok, it's ad free. The only con to TikTok is that it's more. It's like it's more me. My face is bigger.
Businessman. He is an amazing.
Okay, so right here, we're gonna do on the cut.
So
Cause like, right there, you could hear. We don't want that.
entertainer. So I'm in
We'll get that out
a
there,
so
and that so.
relationship.
We'll get that zoom on. All right. Okay, let's
I'm in
actually
an
do
age-gap
a
relationship.
full listen
For anyone
through.
who doesn't know, I'm currently in a relationship with a 53-year-old businessman. He is an amazing man, owns a couple of businesses in New York City. We call him Daddy E on this channel. Now, I am poly, and I am a spice worker, so very much available still in all the ways, but he's just a great man. Now, here's the problem. As he is an older man, and as he is a businessman who is very much in the professional scene, all of his social circle are people that are high up executives, millionaires, like all these like big serious businessmen, right? A lot of older generations as well. Now, I had a client. He was a first-time client. He was a very well-off dude in the city, owned a couple companies. And as soon as I walked into the hotel room, he instantly got weird. He was super great on the phone. He was telling me all the things he was into. He told me that he got my number from another man that he works with, that they had recommended me like very highly. And he was speaking to me so well, and I get there in person, he looks at me and he instantly freezes. He's instantly like, oh, hi. And I'm a little confused because I'm like, what is going on? Like, what's wrong, babes? Like, you were fine before. Like, did something happen? Like, sometimes people see me and they see how young I am, and that kind of freaks them out. Cause I'm 25, but I'm very tiny. I'm 4'11" now. I'm 85 pounds, so like, I'm quite petite. I'm thinking like maybe that's it. Maybe he like wasn't expecting me to be so femme. Although I don't know what the fuck you think a femboy is. But he gets really weird. He still does the service. He still, hits it and does his thing. But he's really weird about it. Like, he doesn't make any small talk. He sort of just does his thing, and then he's like, okay, it was nice to meet you. And I'm like, what the fuck was that, right? Go home, don't think about it. Took my other clients for the night. Sleep on it. Wake up the next morning. And, E, my lovely boyfriend, he comes in. He wakes me up the next morning with iced coffee, and he's like, I gotta tell you something fucking hilarious. Oh, something hilarious? Spill the tea, love. What's up? He's like, so I got a phone call from one of my business partners last night. Oh? He's like, yeah, I was really confused. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. He hits me up. We just did a business merger. We just like combined some of our assets. We just signed the deal, and I was very confused. Picked up the phone, was like, are you okay, dude? Like, are you fucking dying? Why are you calling me at this time of night? And he was like, I have something really difficult to tell you. I have some really bad news for you. I just ran into your boyfriend. And, like, I don't know how to tell you this, but he is meeting up with men in hotel rooms. And he was like, yeah, he is. He's at work right now. Like, he's there right now. I know I'm picking him up when he's done. Wait, what? Yeah, no, he has, like, 2 more bookings tonight. I'm picking him up right when he's done. How do you know this, though? Like, what? How do you know? I don't know. I'm just glad you know, E, okay? It was good talking. Bye. Hangs up the phone. Hangs up the phone. And he was like, it was just so funny to me, because I was like, wow, he cares enough to, I guess, tell me that he thinks my partner is cheating. But he doesn't care enough to not smash you. So I don't really know where the loyalty lies, but regardless, thanks, I guess? Just let
And okay, so that is where oh, thank you for the sub. Holy shit. Damn. Welcome to the Lime City. My baby's asleep. He's asleep on the computer tower. Look at this shit. He's so cute. Look at him. He's so adorable. Look at that baby. Oh my god. Wow. Just what a gentleman. Oh my goodness. Just what a beautiful guy. Oh, you want more zoom of cat? Absolutely. Happily. Look at his little face. Look at his little face. Oh my goodness. There you go. Oh, good boy. He's so precious. He's so precious. Okay. Whoa. That's so much lime. Hi. Hi, chat. This is a lot of lime jam. Did you miss me? Yeah, that's my baby. That's Lyra. He was born on the Trans Day of Visibility last year, which also overlapped with Easter. And so, him and his brother have unique names. So his brother is Aries, and he is Lyra. Because the Trans Day of Visibility is like, haha, I gave you the trans curse. You're effeminate. We all thought Lyra was a woman initially. That was not the case. They are like, yeah, the litter's like two girls, one boy. It's like, yeah, I don't care. Just give me the smallest one. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Oh, oh, it's crazy. Yeah, that's my baby. Okay, let's focus. Worth it. So worth it. See? Yep. Exactly. No, you got it on the nose. Lyra Silvertongue. And so all my cats have like constellation names. We got Aries, Lyra, and Orion. All constellations. All signs point to ambitions. Okay, let's get this lo-fi back going. So at this tail end, is where I heard that like juicy nugget, right? Let's see if I can find it again. Maybe like right here.
Hangs up the phone, and he was like, it was just so funny to me because I was like, wow, he cares enough to, I guess, tell me that he thinks I put.
Fucking found it right on the spot based off of vibe. What do you mean based off of vibe? Okay, anyways. So I don't know if y'all knew this, but I taught myself how to edit, right? Like, some might be like, oh, Lime, what do you mean? What do you mean? You were an editor in high school. Like, no, I was a broadcaster in high school. I knew how to broadcast, right? That's what that experience was, right? I did not know how to edit. I have my old projects from when I was in high school. The editing is terrible, right? No one can confuse me for having been an editor in high school, right? So I taught myself all my editing skills, all of it, all of it, right? I kid you not, within the last like 3 weeks for links. Because he's like, I need an editor. I'm like, okay, bet. And I figured it out, you know? don't get me wrong, there was like some skills in prior jobs, right, that like transferred over, like, you know, just knowing how to use complex
Smash you.
software.
A man went to my partner and told him that I am a hotel entertainer. I'm in an age.
Yeah. See, okay, so here's the difference between intros, right? We have this one, right? Which, to be fair, is a good intro for telling the story, but it's not a good intro for, like, his emotion isn't there, you know?
A man went to my partner and told him that I am a hotel entertainer.
Versus is...
Hangs up the phone, and he was like, it was just so funny to me because I was like, wow.
Because that, he even starts mid-laugh. But I'm starting to notice, I think the audio is a little janked up. Hold up, let me see. Audio. Can we force it into mono? Peace? No? Why not? Am I crazy to even ask? Okay. I hear links only going in to my right ear. I know this is really confusing because this doesn't look like my right hand, but I swear this is. Unless it does look like my right hand, in which case then, right. But, like, I don't know, it's only, the sound is only going through my right ear. There is a hotkey for flagging. It's whatever, it's M for marker.
So I don't really know where the loyalty lies. 2 more bookings tonight.
You know what? Maybe nothing's just coming out of it. Maybe it's just broken. Maybe I should just not listen through that one and deal with that final edit later. Okay, I don't remember if I ended up... Whoa, where'd that go? Oh. Okay, so this is the issue with, like, tracks and stuff. Because, you know, I did not mean to grab all of that. Okay. Let's get that zoom in on. Alright, so... Yeah, okay, cool. So we put that back. So now we have it in twice. So... I don't know. It's... Okay. This earpiece, right, is from 2017. It came with my phone, my first phone that I bought for myself as an adult, right? When I was in the Navy, I walked my little sorry sailor butt from the base over to the NEX, the Naval Exchange, and I was like, I'm gonna get myself my own phone by myself. And I thought I was so smart. It's like, I'm such a big boy. I'm such a big boy. I'm not gonna get an iPhone either. No, I'm better than that. No. I thought I was better than that. And I got myself a curved Samsung. I think it was like the 8 or whatever. I don't know. But like, it was the Edge. It was a Samsung Edge, right? And I was like, heck yeah, this is innovation. This is technology, right? I'm in IT. This is new technology. This is the expectation placed upon me, right? Fucking, it broke so easy. So the way that it broke, I got the OtterBox case because I was, told as a kid that the OtterBox, that the OtterBox, it was the safest kind of, case that you can get for a phone because it's the most expensive. Yeah, it, on the freaking face. Because you know what it didn't protect? Angles. Because it protected, like, the axes, right? And it protected all the faces that it would a cube, but not all the faces it would a hexagon, right? No. or like or D20, I don't know. Yeah. And so because of that, there was an angle that was missed, which was the edge, the very edge. And so on the face. Yep. Well, right now, my very phone that I have is a hey, look, it's you, chat. Say hi, chat. Oh, whoa, look at that. I'm just gonna just keep going. Yeah, but like, yeah, we got a S Ultra, right, with a privacy screen because I learned while being in Lynxie's server, some things are just very surprising. Some things are just very surprising, and having a privacy screen is very nice. Look at this. What? Yeah, so, I am a fan. But also, the reason why I actually like that specific phone so much is because it has a stylus. It's just the stylus. Oh, the stylus is so beautiful. I love it so much. I love being able to draw something, right? Just like on the spot. Be like, oh, wait, I need to explain a thing. Let me just real quick, And, that's why I have my iPad on the side for the doodle, right? But also for my computer and specifically stream, I have Microsoft Paint, I guess, right? But I also have my iPad. Gimmicky. Okay, so I can start a little bit lower then, I suppose.
He is an amazing man. Well,
And then since we're starting this zoomed, we're gonna also have to start with a higher scale here. Just so it's not too jarring. To do. There we go. Hey Tedursus, do you believe in magic? Any kind of magic. Because I am also doing tarot pulls. You know, in honor of Linksing. Because I'm taking ideas for other tarot cards for him. Because I am definitely shooting to be his manager, you know? And he needs to increase his tarot collection. Because my thought is, hear me out, every year he has a new set. And so all of it has a consistent card backing, right? And yeah, I would want him to all have like a consistent card backing. Let's go here. Yeah, so I would want him to have a consistent card backing, right? For all of it. But then like it could be different parts of fan art throughout the fandom, right? For that year. And so like if it's all that one card art back, like all of it, like every iteration, then people can, right, mix and match their own things. And so all the cards will just be Linksy references. And so like the reference, okay, because like that's what tarot is. So for example, this, right, is our, okay, we're gonna have to do something. I am so sorry. So, you know, this are 2 of Pentacles, right? Is supposed to be actually a lot of symbolism. And so, an example of the symbolism more thoroughly explained, right? Here we have what sign it is right here. And then we have the planet attached. And then we have the numerology. We have some keywords, kind of like an epithet type of way, for like it in upright position. And then, yes, a tarot tutorial. Fundamentally. It did come with its own little book, but if I'm being honest, the book itself was lackluster. Well, I mean, it didn't have much more information than what was already on the cards, right? Except for like explaining like the different spreads. Like that's what the book was more for spreads, not as much like you know, the card art. But a good deck, right, will have good symbolism, right? Because that is part of how you communicate, right, between yourself and like your inner self, right? Because this is just a medium. This you could theoretically get the same results with, you know? This you could also theoretically get the same results with, you know? So if it's just a medium, then what are you connecting to? Like if it's all an art, right? What is that connection? And so like, you know, whatever the, you know, magic and spiritual self, you know, this allows you to like kind of just get on the wavelength and let your brain kind of meditate towards what that answer is. So when I read, right, I take, you know, the card, the symbolism, and the ideas and thoughts of the person, right? And I'm like, okay, so, with this, I am now seeing how this story applies to you, right? So it's all very Jungian. So it has to exist in a based reality because they're symbols that all of us are collectively trained on, right? And that's what the medium is. It's tapping in to the archetypes that people are told and are constantly reinforced through culture, right? It's taking those and using that to help explain patterns that someone might not see, right? So, for example, if someone's like has a tendency to play a hero, right? Then you could be like, well, if you have a tendency to play a hero, heroes have a tendency to go and face the big bad villain in the end eventually, right? There's natural assumptions to certain stories. And so that's part of the foundation that allows this to continue to exist. But yeah, it is a tarot tutorial deck. But what I just gave you, that was not in the book. No, that came from experience. But I do like it. It is based off of the Rider-Waite, tarot, right? But if I'm being honest, you having your own training deck by any means, you should feel more than comfortable annotating as part of you connecting with the cards. Oh, is it specifically named that? No, I don't think so. Maybe. Potentially. I did buy it off TikTok. And so, I think I got off TikTok. Perhaps. There's a non-zero chance, okay? But I do know this itty bitty little deck I lost for a whole year, right? And I refound, right? But when I tried to replace it, I could not find another itty bitty Rider or tiny Rider Tarot Waite, right? And so this is again super mini, size comparison wise, right? But I will say it is a lot easier to do hand shuffling with it being palm sized. Yeah, exactly. They are just the publisher. Exactly. And if I'm being honest, I think that when you can get a little bit more personal with it, right? Then it makes all the more the difference. So that's why I love the concept of Linksy, actually building a tarot deck, right? Because I with these notes, right? For example, a good Linksy tarot deck card that I could foresee is the Brat card, Major Arcana. Another example, the Ice Bowl card, Major Arcana, right? And the Ice Bowl card could be representative of eating your vegetables symbolism, right? Of doing something and finding a way to giving yourself the ability to persevere, Brat would be replacing the Magician. You think so? I think Brat's kind of like a smoke and mirror type card, Okay, so in my opinion, what makes a Brat, right, is a inherent rejection sensitivity, right? And that rejection sensitivity is also coveted towards so High Priestess, yeah, Yeah, I think more of a high priestess. Yeah, exactly. Let me give that a little bit more of a zoom. There we go. Here, we'll get rid of this and that. Okay. Cool. In the meantime, for now. So, another example, right? Twitch being a card. And so, again, since we're doing it based off of years, like Lynxie's first year of Twitch, right, would be maybe something anxiety based, right? And then, you know, like the year that Twitch, like, or where like Lynxie got verified, right, would be annotated on Twitch on a Twitch card, right? Or like the year that Lynxie got affiliated, right, would be annotated on Twitch card, like the milestones, right? And so like those milestones would be like those different Twitch editions. And like so there will be like different series, right? Like for example, that'd be a Twitch series, which is of the Twitch milestones. And so then you could have one that is like of the YouTube and YouTube milestones, right? You could have one of like starting a new platform, right? So for example, like I don't know, like a Blue Sky card, right? Because Blue Sky is new, so like there wouldn't be like a 2020 version of Blue Sky, but like there would be like a, you know, a 2024 version or something, right? And so like all of those, and so then like also like ongoing like jokes in the community, right? For example, homophobic trolls are the devil. Well, no, because the devil's about earthly pleasures. So I would say gooners are the devil, right? Because gooners are the ones who got the, you know, the brain that's messed up. And like, you know, where the social interactions don't click the right way because they're the kind of messed up that they are. You know? So like I would say the gooners are the devil. That's that one. But that is a type of troll, you know? But like for example, there would be like a Pokemon Major Arcana card, right? Like for example, one would be like Lynxie's Shiny Ghost Team. And like another would be like I don't know, every single one of Lynxie's starters. You know, like something to that nature. Like letting Lynx have his entire own deck, right? And then also where the community has entire access and can contribute, then makes it to where it's like kind of like a TCG, like a freeware TCG at that. Because you know it's all inside jokes, and then like you know the most popular end up making you know the final deck, right? Imagine if Lynx could have like you know his cards, you know, like he could have his like different models in the different year iterations too, and like you know his different fits, or at least like fan favorite fits, not like every fit, because you know eventually he might have too many fits, but like having a variety of fits, right? That's gonna be important and big. For example, there can be an entire suit of demons, and then in another entire suit of Pepsi cans, right? Pepsi cans specifically replacing swords, and then demons specifically replacing wands, you know? Like, there is a lot to work with. True, there is an opportunity to make like more out of the minor arcana, right? With all the pages and knights and things, right? Because there's his siblings, and then as he grows, the lore is going to continue with him, and I think it's going to be a nice way for people to have their favorites. I think it like kind of is like it embraces like the spirit of Pokemon, you know, of, you know, people building their own decks of things that are relevant to them, but then there's an expectation of like, you know, all the minor arcana for it to be like complete. No, I don't want Pepsi to be cups because I have a not TikTok friendly object in mind for cups. One that happens to require batteries and vibrates of, you know, nature, you know, like kind of like right. I think that makes a better cups in symbolism, because cups is is water element, and what I just described is very horny, and that's inherently a very water element kind of thing, you know. No, because demons are wands, remember? Okay, so there's an important distinction between the symbolism of ideas and visuals, right? I agree. The visuals make far more sense to do a Pepsi with cups, right? And wands, you know, wands with adult toys, right? But I just do believe that the symbolism between the different suits fit those categories of ideas better, right? Because, you know, swords for Pepsi is because like swords tends to be of communication, right? Swords, Chat and Lynxie's brothers, and then Lynxie's desires, right, is all at conflict, right, when it comes to Pepsi. Despite you know, Lynx himself having a lot of you know, desire with Pepsi, right? So like, you know, Lynx would be the Pepsi king, for example, right? But like the queen being E, but like, you know, kind of in a salty context, right? Like, yeah, like all of it allows to apply like Pepsi and context in the, you know, Lynx universe, right? Or so yes and no. That's why. Yeah, I stand by what I said. I think it's a better fit ideologically, right? Not necessarily visually, right? But like visuals are so easy to fix, right? Like, you know, you change the symbol, and then the art is just whatever you want it to be after that, as long as you could work in the number, right? Like I know that E is like the Wheel of Fortune, right? But I also want him to have like a emperor, right, version. Maybe like dating back to like I don't know, like the year that they met or something. There, it gives opportunity for people to now have another version of fan art to do, right? Which would be really fun. Like I think people would have like a lot of fun. Like it's fundamentally like a meme format almost, right? When you do open it up in that kind of way, because if you allow for the consistent pattern of, as long as the backs are always the same, right? You can have official and unofficial card backs, right? So like a official card back would be, I don't know, Lynx has a blank deck, or like sells blank decks with the back art, right? And then, you know, you could print it at home, or you can put it together at home, or like, you know, having a PDF copy and being able to sticker it at home, or him being able to sell stickers for like tarot card backs, right? Like there is so much opportunity around, and they just gotta show the way. They just gotta show the way. Okay, there we go. Weird thought. The nature of lovers as duality may be brothers. Yeah, No, see, exactly, right? Because you could also expand on thoughts like that, right? Because now that you're working with the core concepts, right? Because again, it's applied in yeah, he can have, you know, a brothers instead of lovers, right? That's exactly the kind of thing that I'm talking about. But you know, in this instance, it would be a triality, not a duality, right? It would be a triangle spectrum between responsibility, ego, and play. You know, play being Lynx, ego being Regulus, Shadowrun. Who's Shadowrun? Is Shadowrun like a content creator or like a distributor of goods, I suppose? Okay, a distributor goods. Yeah. Oh, Ultra Pro did a Call of Cthulhu tarot deck, and all the art is actually terrible. Which is crazy, because like that IP, that IP has Eldritch as an option for your card art. So imagine in a world where you screw up Ultra Pro, an entire deck of art with the most intriguing of Eldritch beasts, right? Which is Cthulhu, right? Like, for example, I have other Ultra Pro Call of Cthulhu merch just because I like Cthulhu, generally speaking, right? And like even those are like easy and nice and simple because those are like, you know, die, right, with like Cthulhu, which is good enough. Sixth World Tarot. I can manage that. Sixth World Tarot. Alright, chat, let's see what Sixth World Tarot has to offer. Sixth World Tarot is not a historical tarot deck, but rather a deck of 78 cards created by Echo Shenik for the Shadowrun role-playing game universe. The deck is a game accessory for Shadowrun, featuring art that adapts the traditional tarot themes to the cyberpunk fantasy. Well, I mean, let's see the pictures. Images. Yeah. Let's take a look. Okay. Let's get out of here. Well, this is barely TikTok friendly. Barely. Some of the card art, okay? It's alright, I don't blame you. But like, whoa. But an example of good card art from an IP that I do enjoy. To be fair, it is disappointing, and I wish that I want more. I want more. There is an opportunity for more. There's more tarot card decks possible to be made from this, right? But in the Shinigami Tensei universe, there's a Persona 5 tarot deck, right? And it's pretty cool. It's all just kind of like the inky art, though. It's not any of the Shinigami Tensei demons. So I do want one that is the Shinigami Tensei demons, because like, I don't know, like Jack Frost Jack card, you know? Yeah. I have one. But there is one cool part. there is one really, really cool part to the Persona 5 deck, right? And it comes with all of the calling cards. It comes with every single one of the calling cards that that they give like in Persona 5. All the ones that they deliver, right? Including the DLC ones. So that part, I will admit, is pretty freaking cool. And it has the same back as the rest of the deck. So, like, you know, it's makes for like a nice like Joker. They and their ex got a copy of it. He's a huge fan, and the whole Shin Megami Tensei franchise. Yeah, I'm not particularly a fan of the whole franchise, but that's more so because like the franchise is very expansive, and like I don't know, twice my age probably. I mean, probably not, but like it could be. There's a non-zero chance that it's twice my age, and I don't have the time or the attention span to play really old video games, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't... Okay. In Pokemon terms, I can't play anything before Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Anything before that, like, it just hurts. It just hurts. Like, I guess in, like, feel. Not necessarily by year, by feel. By gaming feel. By vibe.
Smash You. Currently in a
Smash You.
to not
See, like, this is too much space. There we go.
but he doesn't care enough to not
1987.
smash you. Currently
I started gaming as a baby. As a baby, as a toddler. That is when I started gaming. My first console to ever lay upon my little grubby tiny little thingies was a Game Boy Advance. After that, no, it was a Game Boy Color. It was Game Boy Color. And then I had a Game Boy Advance SP. And then I had a DS Lite, and then a 3DS XL, and that is how I kind of that is my handheld, my console for a year. I had a PlayStation 2, and then my mother sold my PlayStation 2 to buy a DVD player. So chat, I don't know if y'all know, but Sony is really, really big and popular in the tech space because they were the first game console to come out with optical media. And so the PlayStation 1 had optical media, and the PlayStation 2 was a DVD player. In fact, it was the cheapest DVD player on the market and a game console. She sold my PlayStation 2 and then paid more money to buy a worse DVD player. I don't forgive her. I don't. I was in 3rd grade. I knew that was a mistake. The DVD player didn't even do VHS. So it sucks to suck. So yeah, anyways, I had that PlayStation 2 for a year. That was a gift from my father. He mailed it to me before he had left the country after my parents divorced, right? He went to go find himself and backpack, you know, and through Europe or something. And so, like, you know, that was mine. But my sister got a PSP, but that was mine. My thing was the PlayStation 2, right? And yeah, so like, rip. Did he find himself? I think he lost himself, honestly. I think since that backpacking trip, who I knew of who he was before keeps on disappearing more and more by like exponentially, right? Like every time I by 90% know him by less, you know? So he might be finding himself, but he might be finding himself going straight to hell. I don't know. Like, yikes. So there was that. Oh yeah, so my PlayStation 2. And then when I was an adult, while in the Navy, while in my training base, there was this thing called Yodel, which was like a app that kind of let you talk to your neighbors anonymously within like a geotag your nearby location, right? Which is kind of inherently dangerous, but all the sailors used it at the time, and so it was kind of okay. And I ended up getting an Xbox One, and it was the Gears of War edition. I've still to this day, that was in 2017. I still to this day have not played a single Gears of War game. And then, you know, like after 2017, in 2020, 2021, I got myself a PS5. I think Yodel, by name, could have been potentially a, you know, app. I do think that there's a non-zero chance that was a thing. I saw lots of requests for opportunities too, but there were no pictures. So if you're looking for immediate pictures from your neighbors, you might just be better off using Grindr. Grindr does have room for straight people. Fun fact. All right, have a good night. Enjoy your sleep. You deserve it.
Smash you.
Being old and all.
Currently in a relationship with a 53-year-old businessman. He is an amazing man. Well, businesses in New York City. We call him Daddy E on this channel.
We're gonna skip over that too.
Daddy E on this channel. Now I am poly, and I am a spice worker, so very.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna stick a cut there and get rid of that.
Amazing man. Now I am poly, and I am a spice worker, so very much available still in all the ways.
I might move that forward.
Smash you. Currently in a relationship.
chat. The vibe right now is the Eight of Swords. I don't know. I guess y'all are first decan Gemini. Someone's over there thinking negative thoughts and having some bad self-esteem. I recommend some tea. Some mint tea. Some mint tea might help. Might help a lot, actually.
But he's just a great man. Now, here's the problem. As he is an older man, and as he is a businessman who is very much in the professional scene, all of his...
Okay, so what I also want to do, right, is pre-pick out some pictures that are gonna go for the story, right? So over here in my flash drive, over here memes. Oh. Okay, wait, let's change the view. There we go. Over here, memes. No. Yeah. This is what I'm talking about. So over here. I want more. We will have more eventually. But yeah, this is what I got. This is what I got, chat. This is it. I need more. If y'all want to donate Linksy images to me, that'd be much appreciated. I am probably the person with the smallest hoard. I don't know. But some images that I feel like are not gonna go well. The image is gonna go nice. I think the thinking image is gonna go nice. Stonks is gonna go nice. Food, Pog, and fucked up hand. Yeah. We're gonna leave it at that. I think the last one I might do is this and maybe that. Okay. So let's re-look at this intro because this sets a new precedent. I think I might just want a zoomed in links. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the trick. You can highlight the two things together and merge it. It's called a compound clip, right? So now I can edit these in combination. And I don't have to worry about individually clipping it again.
is cheating, but he doesn't care enough to not smash you. Currently in a relationship with a 53-year-old businessman. He is an amazing man. Now I am poly.
Okay, so I'm gonna fix these beats.
Hangs up the phone, and he was like, it was just.
Okay. I could do a fade in, cause that's a real. It's really high pitch links.
And he was like, it was just so funny to me, because I was like, wow,
Yeah.
he cares enough to, I guess, tell me that he thinks my partner is cheating. But he doesn't. Funny to me, because I was just so funny.
Maybe right there actually is a better spot.
Just so funny to me, because I was like, wow, he cares enough to.
Okay, yeah. That's a spot. That's a spot. So we'll do a little bit of a fade in, right? And then
Is cheating. But he doesn't care.
and then we'll go in here.
Is cheating. But he doesn't care enough to not smash you. Currently in a relationship.
Okay, let's do that.
Not smash you. Currently.
Let's get this zoomed over here. wait, why aren't you zooming out? There we go. I was zooming out. It's just, see, look, we're already half a minute down. So part of this retention editing is cutting out boring bits, but I've also, not to say that Lynx is a boring storyteller, right? But there's a different retention between TikTok and Twitch, and I have to edit for that, you know?
Just so funny to me because I was like, wow, he cares enough to.
But also, if you're ever wondering like how you can edit to a specific vibe, what music you're actively listening to, BPM wise.
Just so funny to me because I was like, wow, he cares enough to, I guess, tell me that he thinks my partner is cheating.
Okay, so right here I'm gonna add a dong, right? So I'm thinking like the TikTok dong. No. The
So I was like, wow, he cares enough to, I guess, tell me that he thinks my partner is cheating.
dong. Well, that maybe.
But he doesn't care enough to not smash you. Currently, smash you. Currently, in a not smash you.
Okay, so you notice how that stop is like really awkward?
Not smash you. Currently, care enough to not smash you. Currently,
There we go. Here?
but he doesn't care enough to not smash you. Currently, in a relationship. But he doesn't care enough to not smash you.
Okay. No. Something louder? Probably. That is way too much. Okay, that's a fun swell. I don't know, like right here?
Currently in a relationship with a 53-year-old businessman.
No.
He is an amazing man. Now, I am poly, and I am a spice worker, so very much available still in all the ways. But he's just a great man. Now, here's the problem. As he is an older man, and as he is a businessman who is very much in the professional scene, all of his social circle are people that are high up executives, millionaires, like all these like big serious businessmen, right? A lot of
There?
all of his social circle are people. His social circle are people. All of his social circle are people that are high up executives.
Okay, and then I just drop it a little bit lower, and that should be good, right? Right, chat? Right?
His social circle are people that are
Yeah, there it is. So I have two options. I could forcibly remove his pauses, or I could just speed him up like a little fucking chipmunk. Well, okay, we can listen to a sample of what he sounds like in the modernity. I think he sounds a little bit more nasally here. Let's see.
That's fucked. I'm not doing that anymore. My bad. No hit run.
No, it's deeper.
So I don't really know where the loyalty lies, but regardless,
It's just deeper. Oh, oh, that's fine. Okay, I don't need to do anything for that. Deeper. Oh my goodness. His voice is deeper now. I don't know if I'm surprised. I think I'm surprised a little bit, a tad surprised.
Just so funny to me because I was like, wow, he cares enough to, I guess, tell me that he thinks my partner is cheating. But he doesn't care enough to not smash you. Currently in a relationship with a 53-year-old businessman. He is an amazing man. Now, I am poly, and I am a spice worker, so very much available still in all the ways. But he's just a great man.
Okay, so I'm gonna remove, but he's just a great man because that's also redundant.
All the ways. As he is an older man, and as he is a businessman who is very much in the professional scene, all of his social circle are people that are high up executives, millionaires, like all these like big
Here?
executives, millionaires, like all these like big serious businessmen, right? A lot of older generations as well. Executives, millionaires, like all these like big serious businessmen, right? A lot of older generations as well.
Am I gonna do him the favor to cut out all of his uhs? I mean, I think that alone, cutting out the uhs, does a lot. Because it makes you sound like a more confident speaker.
Millionaires, like all these like big serious businessmen, right? A lot of
I know because I have to cut out the uhs in my content. Huh.
all of his social circle are people that are high up executives, millionaires, like all these like big serious businessmen, right? A lot of older generations as well. Businessmen, right?
And then we're gonna cut this. And then we're gonna trim that. Let's see.
Right now, I had a client. He was a first-time client. He was a very well-off dude in the city, owned
What's
scene.
this?
All of his social circle are people that are high up executives, millionaires, like all these like big serious businessmen, right? Now, I had a client. He was a first-time client. He was a very well-off dude in the city.
Okay. Let's get rid of that.
Dude in the city. Well-off dude. He was a very
I think it ends there. And so I think the start of the waveform is there.
very well-off dude in the city, owned a couple companies. And as soon as I walked into the hotel room, he instantly got weird. He was super great on the phone. He was telling me all the things he was into. He told me that he got my number from another man that he works with, that they had recommended me like very highly. And he was speaking to me so well, and I get there in person, he looks at me and he instantly freezes. He's instantly like, oh, hi. And I'm a little confused because I'm like, what is going on? Like what's wrong, babes? Like, you were fine before. Like, did something happen? Like, sometimes people see me and they see how young I am, and that kind of freaks them out. I'm 25, but I'm very tiny. I'm 4'11" now. I'm 85 pounds, so like I'm quite petite.
What do you mean 4'11" now? Did you grow up?
Pounds, so like I'm
Wait, did you grow an inch? No way.
he, like wasn't expecting me to be so. That's it. Maybe he like wasn't. I'm quite petite. I'm thinking like maybe that's it. Maybe he like. I'm 25, but I'm very tiny. I'm 4'11" now. I'm 85 pounds. I'm 85 pounds. 4'11" now. I'm 8. Now. 4'11" now. I'm 8. Now.
Okay, let me see if it's a cut. Okay. Let me see. No, it's not a cut. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait. Let's look.
Another man that he works with that they had recommended me like very highly. And he was speaking to me so well, and I get there in person, he looks at me and he
Wait, where is it?
instantly freezes. He's
Oh
instantly
my goodness.
lovely boyfriends. He comes in, he wakes me up the next morning.
Oh.
Oh, babes, like you were fine before, like did something happen? So like I'm quite petite. I'm thinking like maybe that's it. Maybe he like wasn't expecting me to be so femme, although I don't.
Yeah, he says now we're here. Ha ho ho ho.
But I'm very tiny. I'm 4'11" now. I'm 8
Babe. Oh.
now. I'm 8.
You just turned 4'11". It's so cute. I'm cutting that out. We got rid of that. I'm sorry. Okay. We'll just flag it real quick. Where's the marker? Come on. Marker. Cool. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna just combine all of it. Compound it up.
I got my number from another man that he works with that they had recommended me like very highly. And he was speaking to me so well, and I get there in person, he looks at me and he instantly freezes. He's instantly like,
Okay, we're gonna.
he's instantly like,
We are gonna sign off. I love you so much, the internet. Be good or be hood.